First of all, it feels good to win. It feels good to get our first win of the season. I thought our guys, really bounced back over the past couple of days. Since the game on Wednesday, we've really gotten after it in practice. I thought the guys responded. I thought we got off to a good start. I thought we did some really good things throughout the game. Still a lot that we have to work on. Our veterans did a big-time job of stepping up and setting the table for us with Justin, Audis, and Xavier. I thought Gerald Drumgool's minutes at the end, for a 6.5, 7-minute stretch after sitting for the whole game, I thought they were really, really key. And it's a big-time thing for him to be able to step up and do that. So proud of the win. We have a long way to go, a lot of work to do, but it feels a lot better than it did the other night.
Jeff, coming off of a loss like the one Wednesday, you had talked about getting after it in practice. What were the main things y'all really focused on during that time and that were kind of the biggest points of emphasis for you?
Well, we really tried to work on defense and rebounding. The percentages don't show it. They shot 48%, but I did think defensively, I thought we were better than we were certainly the other day. I thought our energy was better. I thought our rebounding was better until the end of the game when we had a lead. And I thought we were a little bit tired because of, what we've done for the past few days. But that's been the focus. And then playing together, understanding how much we need each other.
Coach, we talked a lot about how Adis is kind of primed for a big year this year. Did you expect him to play this well, this immediately?
Well, I think he's gotten better. I know he's worked on his game. If you look at him from the second part of the season, conference season, last year, offensively, he started to improve. Defensively, he's always been pretty good in that area. Again, he's played well the first couple of games. He's played well in practice, and we're going to need that from him.
Jeff, what did you like out of Xavier today? He had 27 points, which is the second most he's got, but he also was able to dish it out for eight assists. What do you think helped step him up today?
Well, I thought, I thought he valued the basketball a little bit more. I thought he slowed down, played at a better pace. He was really locked in on both sides of the ball. So I thought that was key. I thought he made pretty good decisions. Look, Xavier's a really good player. And he had been playing very, very well in practice. And in the last game, he picked up 2 quick fouls and we were down. And when he came back in, I thought he rushed and I thought we panicked. I thought today he had, control of our team. We were able to get him off the ball a little bit. And I just thought he made good decisions. I mean, he has 18, assists in 2 games, which is really, really good. I thought his turnovers today were a lot better, valuing the ball. And obviously he was able to get to the basket and make some shots. Made a huge 3 there in the second half when they started cutting into the lead.
Jeff, I think you guys started 9 of 10 from the floor. What did you think of your shot selection today?
Thought it was good. Thought it was better. I thought we attacked their zone better than we did on Wednesday. When they were in man, I thought we were able to get the shots that we wanted. We started out, trying to get Justin established in the post, and he was able to do some stuff early. Xavier in transition, Audis kind of in the mid-range. Thought our guys did a good job of driving the basketball. So, again, I thought our shot selection, especially early, was pretty good. Thought we got a little bit fatigued because guys were playing so hard. As we go forward, we'll continue to get in better game shape. That's something that we haven't had a chance to really work on with this just being our second game. And so we'll welcome the day off tomorrow. Start, getting prepared on Monday. It's a big week for us. It's exam week. So obviously that's the main focus. And then we'll start getting prepared for our next opponent.
Jeff, as things stand now, you guys aren't scheduled to play again until December 9th. Are you all working on scheduling a game in that time, and where are you all in that process?
Yeah, I think we're close to to having a game, and something should be announced here shortly, I think.
Jeff, through 2 games, has the way you've used your rotation gone pretty much the way you expected it would, or did some guys show you some things in games that maybe you hadn't seen in practice, positively or negatively?
I'm still not sure. We're still trying to figure it out. I'm not going to say I'm surprised because I didn't know what it would be like going into. I knew that, Xavier, Justin, and Audis would be guys that would be heavy minute guys for us. After that, everything is uncertain after that.
Jeff, the decision to start Koulibaly, how much did you feel like that impacted you, especially on defense and on the boards?
Yeah, I thought it was huge for us. I thought he plays with great energy all the time, and specifically in this game with the way they run their offense, they'll run stuff a lot through their 5, through Butler, and we wanted to try to contest him away from the basket, contest his entries to make them hard. We wanted to, when he had the ball away from the basket, we wanted the pressure, and then we knew our ball screen defense was going to be very, very important. And so we wanted to do that. And he's the best for us at doing those things. And I thought he did a good job. For us to hold Butler without an offensive rebound was huge. That was a point of emphasis. He averaged over 4 offensive rebounds a game last year. And so for us to go through a game and him to play 34 minutes with no offensive rebounds was big time by all of our guys.
Jeff, it's obviously very early here, but through 2 games, so what are, I guess, some of the biggest problems that you still see from this team, or I guess some of the biggest concerns you have at this point about where y'all are?
Defense and rebounding, those 2 things, and then our ability to shoot the basketball. We were able to shoot 62% today, but still, shooting the basketball from the 3-point line, that's something that we have to continue to improve. Our defense has to continue to improve. Our rebounding has to continue to improve. Individually, we have to continue to improve. Look, we're still trying to figure this team out. This is a year unlike any that anyone's ever experienced. So, it's different when you have a team returning and you have a lot of guys returning that have played a lot of minutes and you have a veteran team. That's not who we are. And so this is a work in progress for us. I'm really proud of how we responded from getting smacked in the mouth on Wednesday and, from how the practices were on Thursday and Friday. And for us to be able to come out and do some really good things today, I'm proud of that. Again, we're not where we want to be, didn't expect to be right now, but we're going to continue to work and get better.
Jeff, we've seen some guys around the country still getting word from the NCAA about eligibility. I don't know if you'd heard anything further about Nike or even heard maybe when you might hear anything further about Nike.
Haven't heard anything. Not sure when we will. Hopefully soon. So appreciate you guys.
X, I guess what felt different for you today, and what did you really take away from the game Wednesday that kind of stayed with you, that you really focused on and kind of thought of over the 2 days that followed?
I think we lost the game. It hurt. I honestly did. Practice was a little bit down. No talk. We had 2 practices back to back yesterday, and today was just a different day. The sun was up, I guess, and everybody was just happy. Everybody just forgot about the last loss, and we came out today and we're ready to play.
Xavier, Coach Capel said that you were able to slow your game down a little bit more. What kind of things did you focus on to kind of recuperate yourself and have put out this big performance? 27 points is, I believe, the most points you scored in a winning game.
So for me slowing down, keeping a pace where I can see the floor and read the floor. I read the floor better at a slower pace, and I can find my teammates, and they're actually finding me too. So that's a good thing.
We see all the things that you do, with scoring, with the assists and everything. The thing that you didn't do today was commit the turnovers. What was the difference there on your end, and how much of that was a point of emphasis?
Yeah, that was the main point of emphasis before coming in the game. Coach told me to take care of the ball, and to me, I just told myself to slow down, make plays for others, and find your way.
X, what have you noticed different about Audis this year and 20 points in 2 games? Did you see that coming from him to start the season?
I actually did. I told you guys, Audis is probably one of the most improved players in the league. Probably, I think he's going to get that, and and he puts forth the effort every day.
X, you had talked about being more careful with the ball and making decisions more carefully. When you're on the court and like a play's unfolding and as you have the ball, what goes into that? Like what goes through your head? Are you just generally more cautious? Like, do you second guess yourself? Is it, what goes into being more careful over the course of a game?
I mean, just making a fundamental play, making an easy play, getting my teammates involved and getting them in the right spots, motivating them, and trying to have confidence shooting the ball with them.
You guys played a lot of young kids in the first game. This one seemed to be more focused on the veterans who were returning. How much was that a difference, and how much did Coulibaly, the defense and rebounding he brought to the starting lineup, help you guys?
Oh, it was good. That was one of the main things we worked on for the last two practices. It was just boxing out rebounding. Because you got to box out the rebound in order for us to get the offense.
X, what do you still see as some of the team's biggest problems defensively, just through two games here?
What do you say? You said it again?
Sorry. What do you think? It's obviously only been two games. It's early in the season, but what have been the team's biggest problems defensively that you've noticed?
For us playing defense or them playing defense?
You guys.
I don't want to get that out, but
DC had 6 assists today. I mean, is that something you tried to add to your game just to be more of a playmaker this year?
No, not really. It was just the flow of the game, getting everybody involved. That's basically it. I was just playing my game.
Adis, what were practices the past couple of days like, given what happened Wednesday?
Intense. Everything we did was everything was competitive. Everything had to been competitive. We had to get back to our roots, doing everything dirty work. So the last couple of practices just been nitty gritty.
What is that? Sorry about that. What does that dirty work look like? What are some of the things that you guys work on, and how did Coach kind of approach you guys? Because it seems like a situation where you guys are maybe reeling a little bit, but he probably wants to be intense.
He just made us do the things like we used to. A lot of box out drills. We did probably an hour of just defense. Getting back to those, like I said, those details and the roots we usually doing, as Pitt known as, just defense, boxing out, finishing possessions, and things like that.
On the court, what did you see differently, in X's eyes today compared to last Wednesday?
Just being X. Really just being more of a leader on the court, not second guessing himself, and just playing ball.
Dees, when you guys were playing on Wednesday, you guys seemed to struggle at times figuring out the zone or just hitting shots over it. But in this game, when Drexel switched to a zone, you guys didn't seem to flinch and just kept pushing forward. What kind of led to that performance, did you think? Just
penetrating the gaps, getting paint touches. Coach preached a lot with zone. It's just to throw you off, but at the same time, you got to get what you want. Get the paint touches. We got as many paint touches as we could tonight, and that's how we succeeded on the offensive end.
Did it seem like they had cut your guys' lead to 5 points there in the second half? Y'all had been up by as many as 16. Did it feel like there was any complacency out there at all during that time?
Yes, sir. I would say it was more mentally because we physically was tired. We just had mental lapse of careless mistakes with the ball, and they went on a run, and it made us pay for it on the other end. But then we got a break, a timeout, and we made adjustments, came back out, and picked it back up.
How much of a different team and how much of a better team are you guys when you and X and Justin are all clicking at the same time?
We're a great team. Once us three clicking, everybody else is just following the lead. And once everybody on board, I don't see why we shouldn't be a good team.
this is probably a dumb question, Dees, but did you guys practice on Thanksgiving, or did you just do 2 practices on Friday?
We just came back for, it wasn't really a practice. We just came back, went over the things that we didn't do well at. We corrected that in that practice, and then on Friday we came back for 2 practices to prepare for this game today.
I guess especially Wednesday night and that day. What was the hardest part about getting over the loss Wednesday? I guess what was the hardest part about getting over it mentally?
Like Coach said, things happens, but it's just hard for like me and Ike and Terrell, because we upperclassmen now. It just we tired of losing, so that was the hardest part mentally. But at the same time, we just have to get over it and attack the next day.
Adis, was having Thanksgiving and having at least a little bit of a break, was that helpful at all in helping you move on from Wednesday?
Yes, sir. Because I had my family, and we had Thanksgiving food, so it took my mind and other players' mind off of the loss Wednesday. So we just bounced back.